Wait, I remember.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
So, Krishna says that you need to be like a parent, and then who you're loving as a kid. Like you think. Wait, I remember. As a kid, and then you have to be like a parent, and then. So, like when you're loving the person, like when you're a parent, like when the kid does something naughty and makes you really angry at them, you still love them, but you give them anger, but that's just making them learn. And then you're loving them.
Yeah, but that we discussed in the Rasalila class about Krishna saying about persons who love in return and who don't love. What is Krishna mentioned some points about that. But this is actually the gopis. When Krishna goes to herd the cows, etc., the gopis are really waiting for Krishna. They are actually.
I don't think we discussed this last class.
Yeah, we said love and separation is the highest.
No.
It's also called the Parakya Bhav. And the gopis are the greatest devotees of Krishna. Their love is the highest. Okay, so then we'll go into today's class. Anybody has any questions before we go into today's class? Okay, so let's start. So there was this big demon in the form of a bull who Kamsa entrusted to go look for his angel of death.
And that's what he's called?
Yeah, that was what the celestial voice had told Kamsa, right?
Angel of death.
And then the girl, the Mahamaya, who was swapped for Krishna from and bought, she said, your angel of death is already born and he's in another place. And then Kamsa thought, the prophecy was wrong. The eighth son of Devaki is not going to kill him, but somebody else was born somewhere else. So he's sending all these demons. And these demons, when they come to Vrindavan, they can sense a powerful person there, Krishna. So similarly, this demon called Arishtasura, he was a huge bull, so fierce, so tall. And when he was running, his hooves would make big trenches on the ground, big holes just by touching the ground. And when he thumped his foot on the ground, stomped his foot, it was like an earthquake. The whole place was shaking, and all the Vrajavasis were so scared. And there were young mothers and cows who were pregnant, who lost their babies in the womb because of the whole vibration caused by this bad bull demon. And he was charging on Vrindavan to level out everything. And as he was coming, everybody was running to Krishna. Krishna, save us! Krishna, save us! And this bull demon came. Yes?
Prabhuji, Arishtasura was a bull.
Yes, he's a bull. Yeah, he's in the cow family. Bull is the male of a cow, right? So the bull is coming. Yeah, sorry. Tarunji, you're cutting in and off. I can't really understand what you're saying. Maybe your internet connection is a little choppy.
Choppy?
Okay. Right. So then what happened was everybody took shelter of Krishna, and whoever takes shelter of Krishna, Krishna never stops helping them. So similarly, we'll all have to take shelter of Krishna, and Krishna will take care of us, even if there's an earthquake or a big demon like Arishtasura coming, running, charging towards us. So Krishna came, and he took the bull by its horns and threw him. And then the bull's eyes popped out, and he was vomiting blood, and he passed urine and stool at the same time and died. And all all the demigods in the sky were showering flowers on Krishna for killing such a powerful demon. So Arishtasura was such a so Arishtasura, being a bull demon, there is a pastime that is mentioned later. But let's just go over Arishtasura, like what he represents. Okay, so Arishtasura represents indulging in false religion. So everybody, when we are born in a family. Our families tells us to do this puja, that puja. Some are born in certain family. They say, "Oh, can you do things this way and not that way?" So all those religion, if they are not bona fide, they are called false religions. So if it doesn't come down from the Guru Parampara, it's not a real religion. So this Arishtasura represents indulging in a false religion and the pride that comes from that. So some people, they just, they in their mind, they think they're doing a lot of worship, right? They say work is worship. So I'm going to work all the time, make a lot of money. I work hard and party hard. So that is my religion. So some people, they just make a religion like that and follow that, and they're proud of it. So that is what Arishtasura represents. Okay.
So it's like a false religion.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, can you please tell again that what Arishtasura represents? Actually, your voice was cracking that time.
Oh, really? Okay. Maybe my voice is not working well then. Let me fix something here. So, okay. What Arishtasura represents is a false religion. So there are many false religions in the world. Many people find a religion and make many followers. But if it's not,
share your screen. I can't see a thing.
oh, sorry. Okay, I know.
What happened? Oh.
We stop sharing. Okay, so Arishtasura represents pride coming by following a false religion. Does everybody understand? Pride. If you're proud of following a religion that is not true, but you're just proud of it because you think that is the right thing. That is the.
Please repeat it, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Please repeat it, Prabhuji.
So pride means you're very proud, right? Pride coming from following a false religion. This is what Arishtasura represents. Okay. So in his past life, this Arishtasura was actually a Brahmana. It's a very exalted Brahmana. His name was Varatantu. And what happened was he was a disciple of Brahaspati. Anybody knows Brahaspati? Brahaspati is the guru of the demigods, the devatas like Indra, Varuna, Chandra.
So they can.
Their guru was Brahaspati. So this Vartatantu didn't respect Brahaspati. When Brahaspati came, he was pointing his legs and sitting like a very proud person. Okay. So Brahaspati said, "Oh, you're sitting like a bull. So I'm going to make you a bull. I curse you to become a bull." So that's how he became a bull. And then now every curse. Yes. No, Krishna didn't kill Brahaspati. Brahaspati is the guru who cursed this person, this Brahmana.
Prabhuji, Krishna killed Arishtasura, which means he was Varatantu in the previous life.
Very good. Thairaji got it. Thank you for explaining it so simply. Yes.
Welcome, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hari. Okay. So then comes the so anybody has any questions on this? Then comes.
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, then we'll move on to the picture on the right. This is one of my favorite pastimes.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Prabhuji,
So,
my favorite is the Arishtasura.
no, not Arishtasura. This what I'm going to talk about is going to be my favorite pastime. Okay. Yeah.
Ramakund.
Yeah. Yeah.
RadhaKund, ShyamKund.
Yeah. So after Arishtasura was killed.
Prabhuji, it is my favorite.
Can I
It is
tell
also my favorite one.
Yes.
Radhakund and Shyamkund.
So after Krishna came back from killing the demoniac bull, Radhakund and ShyamKund.
Prabhuji, can I tell?
Prabhuji, can I tell?
Prabhuji, can I
Okay.
tell?
Actually, Ayana started since she didn't do anything today till now, and you both sang the bhajan. Let's give Ayana a turn, and then you can fill in any details Ayana misses. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So after Krishna came back from killing the demoniac bull, Radha came and said, "Oh Krishna, you are very dirty, killing a very big demon. You are very dirty, not clean."
Not very big demon.
No,
A
no.
demon belonging to the cow family, because cows should be protected, right? So bulls and cows are supposed to be worshipped and protected.
And then Radha said, "You need to go bathe in the 7 rivers of Vrindavan."
Yeah, of the world to
Of the
purify,
world.
where sacred rivers to purify yourself. Yeah.
And then Krishna said, "Okay." And then he went to a place, he dug,
No, he just put his heel on the ground,
and then it
became a pond.
yeah. So it
It
became,
became a big
pond.
hole.
Yeah. And then he called all the rivers.
Yeah. So all the rivers came and poured their water into.
Made of all holy rivers, na?
Yes. So ShyamKund was filled up with all the holy river water. And then what happened?
And then he started bathing. And then Radha said, "Oh, I can make a better
No. So one more point is there. So once Krishna took a bath and he was all purified, Krishna came out and said, "You know, I am now very pure because I took a bath in the holy rivers that fill this pond. But you are not pure, Radharani, because you sided with a demon." So then,
then Radharani and her friends wanted to make a pool like Krishna's. So they dug the hole, their fingers became very
with the
bad.
bangles, they were.
Yeah, so they were trying to do the hole, and then I think Krishna helped, or they did
and then they wanted to fill the water by they formed a big line. There's another pond called Manasi Ganga near Govardhan in Vrindavan, and they try to pass water in a pot. Each person passes a little bit of water to fill the RadhaKund, but the water wasn't enough. And then Krishna asked the rivers to ask Radharani, "Can we fill your pond?" And then they all wanted to serve Radharani because she's the supreme personality of Godhead in the female form, right? So everybody wants to serve her. So they went and asked Radharani, could we please fill your pond? And she said, "Okay." And they all fill the water. And then Radharani and the gopis, they bathed there, and then and Lord Krishna said his favorite pond is RadhaKund. And so in the whole universe, the most spiritual place in the world is RadhaKund. It's a big secret, but now you know it. It's in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is the most spiritual place in the whole world, and inside Vrindavan, the most spiritual is Govardhan Hill, and in Govardhan Hill, RadhaKund is the most spiritual. So hence, RadhaKund is the most spiritual place in the whole universe. So if ever you get a chance, you should all visit Vrindavan and see RadhaKund. And actually, it is said the water of RadhaKund and ShyamKund is actually love for God in the liquid form. So if you take a bath in those two ponds, you will be very.
Not allowed to?
No, you are allowed. because
Prabhuji, that two rivers, excuse me, Prabhuji, that RadhaKund and ShyamKund are still there.
yes, they are still there.
Okay,
Actually, I
Prabhuji.
will show you a picture right now. And you know, Vrindavan is such a magical place. And if I search for Vrindavan, so all I did is take Google Maps and search for Vrindavan and see what came up. This is the map of Vrindavan. And what does it look like?
A heart.
Yeah, it's all about love for God, which is the greatest love that you get in Vrindavan. So even the perimeter of Vrindavan is like a heart. Yes.
But this is just a town.
Yeah, yeah, for most people it is just a town for ordinary people. But yeah, just like Kamsa, right? He was seeing Krishna just like an ordinary person.
It appears
But for
like
all the gopis, he's
Vrindavan
the greatest.
changed many years ago.
Yes. And all this is still present. Okay. So it's not like this is some story. And I want to show you more details actually. So Vrindavan is like a lotus flower, according to the scriptures. And there's Yamuna flowing through in the middle of Vrindavan. And then this is Govardhan Hill. And around Govardhan Hill, there are so many of these
Right
these
there.
ponds.
Can I check the map one more time?
Yes. So, yeah, it's such a magical place. I'm going to just present, like all of us want to go to Disney World or something like that. But this place,
This is
Vrindavan, is
Oh,
a
wait,
spiritual
I
world.
saw it. Look.
That's
This
ShyamKund,
is
okay? So RadhaKund and ShyamKund, you see, is on top.
ShyamKund,
Yeah.
RadhaKund.
So these two, if you see my mouse pointer, this is the left is RadhaKund and right is ShyamKund.
ShyamKund is bigger and it's the shape of a heart.
Yeah, and ShyamKund.
ShyamKund is bigger than RadhaKund.
Yeah, it's bigger. Yes, and yeah, ShyamKund is not in a regular shape because there were trees around. Actually, there are 5 trees for the Pandavas. The Pandavas are still there as trees on ShyamKund. So they want to be with Krishna because where ShyamKund and RadhaKund is there, the Nitya Leela or the pastimes of Krishna and Radharani are happening every day that we can't see, but it's actually happening. So the Pandavas wanted to be as trees and witness that. So hence, because of the trees, the shape of the ShyamKund is not a regular shape. It is swerving around the trees. Okay, so there are all these different ponds, okay, around Govardhan Hill, and ShyamKund and RadhaKund are on the north side, right? And then this is the Manasi Ganga.
Prabhuji, can I show you one picture about of RadhaKund and ShyamKund?
Yeah, well, we can do that later, Tairaji. Yes, the actual picture is like this. We can see that later because we'll have to finish class and do the Kahoot.
Okay,
right? Yes. So it's such a magical place with so many of these ponds, and each pond has a significance. Like Govind Kund here is where Krishna, they did an Abhishek on Krishna after Govardhan Leela. After he lifted up Govardhan, they were all pouring water, and that water filled into this Kund, pond, and it's called Govind Kund. And then here you'll see Indra Kund. That's where Indra came and was seeking forgiveness from Krishna. Then there is Surabhi Kund, where we discussed all that. Airavata came, Airavata Kund. So all of them came and paid respect to Krishna. There's Brahma Kund. So these are all very, very special places, and we don't have time to discuss about the whole Govardhan Parikram today, but we can do a class on that later. So let's go back to our class. So that's how ShyamKund and RadhaKund were formed with this pastime after Arishtasura was killed by Krishna. Okay, so then after this, what happened was NaradaMuni was wanting to get Krishna out of Vrindavan by this time because Krishna had come to kill all these demons and do many other pastimes outside Vrindavan. So he wanted to speed up everything. So he came to Kamsa and told him, hey Kamsa, you have been fooled by Vasudeva. Actually, Vasudeva's son, eighth son, is Krishna, and he is now under the protection of Nanda Maharaj. And actually, Nanda Maharaj's daughter was swapped by Vasudeva on the night that Krishna was born, just to fool you. So you have been fooled by Vasudeva. And actually, Krishna and Balram are the seventh and eighth sons of Devaki and Vasudev, and they are in Vrindavan. So your enemy is still alive, and the prophecy is going to come true if you don't do anything. So Kamsa got so angry and wild. He pulled out a sword and said, that Vasudeva, he is a cheater. How could he, without telling me, take my angel of death away from me and swap it for a girl I thought was born from Devaki, and I threw the baby girl instead of Krishna. And so he was going to kill Vasudeva, and then NaradaMuni said, hey Kamsa, actually Vasudeva is not going to do anything to you. Actually, it is Krishna. So if you want to do any harm, you should do it to Krishna and not to Vasudeva. Now, when you look at this from the outside, you might think, what is NaradaMuni doing? Why is NaradaMuni a great devotee actually doing all this? He's just trying to speed up the process and let Krishna come and kill Kamsa. But Kamsa was very angry and he said, okay, if I don't want to kill Vasudeva, I'm going to throw him back in jail with Devaki, and then I'm going to send my very powerful demon Kesi to kill Krishna.
Why is he sending other demons and not doing it himself?
Yeah, so he knew that Kesi cannot do much because all the other demons he sent, starting from Putana, didn't work out. So he's trying his last resort here. He's sending Kesi.
So if Kesi doesn't work, he's going to kill him himself? Yeah.
So then he makes a plan. He tells Akrura. Okay, Akrura is in the Yadu dynasty. Akrura, he befriends Akrura and says, Akrura, can you please go request Krishna and Balram to come to Mathura, because I'm going to set up a big fight. Because in those days also, today there is boxing, right? In those days there is the big duels, fighting also was there, and everybody used to come to see that. So wrestling. So he wanted to set up a wrestling match, and he wanted to get his best wrestlers to fight Krishna. And then he also...
Why doesn't he want to fight him himself?
Yeah, let me tell you. So his plan was, he'll get a big elephant, Kuvalaya Pida, and he'll put that elephant. When Krishna and Balram comes, he wanted the elephant to stomp on Krishna and Balram. And then if that doesn't work, he wanted the wrestlers to fight Krishna. And if the wrestlers didn't work, then he wanted to fight himself. Okay, so he's making arrangement for this big duel. But in the meantime, he wanted to see if his horse demon or Kesi can take care of his wish. So he sent this Kesi demon, and Kesi is a horse demon. And when he is walking, see this picture, it's as if the mane is like a cloud, right? The horse's mane. He was very tall, and even his tail stood very tall, as if it is a cloud, and his hooves were making big sounds.
So he was as tall as the sky? Yeah,
and he was trotting very fast towards Krishna and Vrindavan with his mouth open, charging on Krishna to bite Krishna. And when he was coming with his mouth open, you know what Krishna did? Krishna
put something else in his mouth?
No, Krishna put his left hand into his mouth. and then and very
Just hold
effortlessly,
it.
and then Krishna just started expanding his left hand, just like a balloon, and then the horse couldn't breathe anymore, the horse demon, and then his eyes popped out. No blood came, but he just fell on the ground dead. And all the demigods showered blessings on Krishna for killing such a heinous demon who was causing a lot of problems for them so easily. So Kesi, Kesi represents pride that comes by being a guru or a teacher. So if
He wasn't a guru.
no, he's not a guru, but Kesi represents that, Kesi represents pride that comes in our heart. If we know about Krishna and we are teaching and we think we are great. So just take my example.
Oh, like
I'm
you.
trying to teach you something that I have learned myself. But if I think I'm such a great teacher, there's nobody better than me. It's all because of myself. I'm able to teach. So then I'm like a Kesi demon in my heart. Okay. So actually everything is happening because of Krishna, because Krishna wanted me to hear the story or read the story. He made the arrangements so that I'll have the situation to read the story, the time to teach you all, a job to pay for a house and a computer and pay for Zoom so that we can do this class. It's all not my what I do, right? It is all Krishna's blessing. So hence, anything you do, you should never think that it is because of me. You should always remember that it is because of the Lord giving you that situation to serve, right? So
Giving you the opportunity.
yeah. So Kesi represents anybody who thinks I'm a great teacher. So even if they are teaching the right thing, if they think like that, that's false ego. So the pride of being a great teacher is represented by Kesi, and Kesi in his previous life was a Gandharva, and his name was Suparshvaka, and I won't quiz you on that. And he was Gandharva, and he was the brother in the previous life. He was a brother of Pralambasura and Bakasura. And he was cursed to become a horse demon, and he got the blessings of
Excuse me, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, what does this demon represent?
Pride of being a great guru. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes. So on the same day, Krishna killed another demon. Okay. All this was happening early in the morning. This horse demon charged, and then Krishna went with his friends. And before that, NaradaMuni comes to Krishna and he tells Krishna, "Oh Krishna, it is time for you to do all your other pastimes. So I have already told Kamsa about you. And you have to go marry Satyabhama. You have to be friends with
Krishna
the Pandavas."
already knows all.
Yeah. But NaradaMuni is the
Just
messenger.
reminding him.
Yes. Right. And then NaradaMuni goes, and then what happens was Krishna goes with his friends to play with his cows and his friends, and they were playing police and robber, police and thief. And they were running around, and there was a demon who came, and he can fly. This demon can fly, and his name is Vyomasura. Okay, this is Vyomasura is the last demon Krishna kills in Vrindavan. Okay, before he goes to Kamsa. So
Vyomasura is a type of dragon, na?
Yeah, right. From a little Krishna, you must have seen him, right? Yeah, so he's a flying demon, but he's changed his shape to a cowherd boy, and he was acting as a thief when they were playing police and robber, right? And then what he did was he took all the Gopa boys.
So what was his name again?
Vyomasura. And,
That's what his name is.
and Vyomasura,
That weird dragon shape.
yeah, and he can fly. So he's taking, flying away with all the Gopa boys and putting them in a dark cave and closing the opening. And Krishna suddenly thought, oh, what happened to all the policemen? There's only one thief left. And then Krishna understood it is none other than this bad demon Vyomasura. And Krishna threw him on the ground, took him and just threw him on the ground. And he left his body and was blessed to get a spiritual body and merge with the impersonal Brahman of the Lord. Okay.
What
So,
does the Vyomasura represent?
yeah, so Vyomasura represents our propensity. Like if we want to pray to bogus gods, so there are many people, right, who say they are God. So if we follow bogus gods, that is Vyomasura mentality. Okay? Vyomasura
Can
came
you
from the
please
sky.
tell
as we
again
thought.
what does Vyomasura represents?
Yeah, Vyomasura represents associating with bogus gods. So, today there are many people who say they are God. They say, I can.
Please repeat it again what Vyomasura represents.
Yeah, Vyomasura represent associating with false gods, false gods, not real God. Real God, Krishna. But if you want to, there are many people who say I'm God, right? And if you go to them and say, I want to be with you, I want to pray to you, I want to follow you, here is my money, you are the real God. So if we think like that, then we have a Vyomasura mentality. So
Prabhuji, I think it's the time for quiz.
yeah, following false gods is what Vyomasura represents. And actually, in a previous life, Vyomasura's name was Bhimarata, and he used to live in the Malaya hills, and he was cursed by Pulasya Muni, okay, to become a demon, because he didn't welcome. Bhimarata was a king, and he didn't welcome Pulasya Muni when he came to his house. So Pulasya Muni had cursed him to become this this flying demon, Vyomasura. Okay, with that we conclude this class, and we'll go to the Kahoot quiz. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, where is Kahoot? Okay. Kahoot.
Please tell again what Vyomasura in his previous life.
Yeah. So yeah, Vyomasura.
Please tell it again. What was?
Yeah, Vyomasura was a king named Bhimarata, and he did not respect Pulasya Muni, and because he didn't welcome the great sage when the great sage came, he cursed him to become Vyomasura. Okay. All right. So let's go to the Kahoot. Anybody has any questions before we start the Kahoot? Last class you were complaining that it was a short class, so this class is a long class. Hope you all forgive me. And you all have time to play. There are 25 questions, so we'll go quickly in the Kahoot. So 958127 is the pin. Okay, please enter the pin code on your app, Kahoot app, or if you have another browser, open that. One screen you should be looking here,
So
and one screen you should.
958127.
958127. Look at Kyra G with stars and shimmering, shining colors, blue, yellow, pink. Santosh Ji and Krishna Ji. Okay, Yashoda Ji has joined, Santosh Ji has joined, Krishna has joined, Ayana has joined. Okay, only 5 so far. Okay, Radha Chaitra ji has joined. And another announcement is next week we won't have class because we are all traveling. So we'll have a class after next week, okay? So 9th we won't have class. Our next class will be on the 16th.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes.
I'm trying to draw Krishna as good as
Okay, Bhima and Radha Chaitra ji have joined. Should we wait for anyone? Okay, Tarun ji has joined.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can go.
Okay, anybody else need more time? No?
Wait, Meenakshi and Ishwar, Meenakshi
they-
and Ishwar haven't.
Yeah, they are traveling this week, so they're not there. Okay, let's start. Good luck, everyone. So, okay, first question is, whose form did Arishtasura take when he came to Vrindavan? Snake, parrot, whirlwind, bull.
I guess I'll draw Radharani.
Okay, most of you got this right. This is a bull demon or is called Arishtasura, okay? Okay, second question. Krishna killed Kesi demon by kicking, thrusting his left arm into Keshi's mouth, hitting from his right hand on Keshi's head, throwing Keshi onto the air. So we mentioned about expanding a hand, etc. Yes. Thrusting his hand on Keshi's mouth and expanding it like a balloon, we said, right?
Wait, wasn't that for?
That's Keshi. Not Arishtasura.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, it's not in order. Okay, Krishna ji is on first place now. Third question. What is the form of the Keshi demon? A unicorn, a bull, a fierce horse, both blue and yellow. Yes, everybody got it right. Yay! Very good, everyone. And Krishna is on fire. Great job, Krishna. Okay, what does Arishtasura represent? Pride due to knowledge, pride due to wealth, pride due to beauty, pride due to following false religion. Yes, pride due to following false religion is Arishtasura mentality. Good. Oh, Megalodon has the highest answer streak of 4. Very good, Dhruv. Okay, next question. What are the ponds in Vrindavan that are adjacent to each other on the north side of Govardhan? Mansi Ganga, Kiloi Kund, NaradaKund, ApsaraKund, RadhaKund, ShyamKund, ApsaraKund, IndraKund. Yes. Very good. Most of you got that right. Okay. What did Radharani ask Krishna? Why did Radharani ask Krishna to purify himself? He killed an animal in the cow family. He fell into a pile of dirt. He didn't take a bath on that day. He didn't brush his teeth. Okay, he killed an animal in the cow family. He's a demon, right? Somebody said you didn't.
How is that impossible? You didn't do anything to a cow.
Yeah, it's a cow demon, so it's all pastimes. Okay, why did Krishna ask Radharani to purify herself? She did not take bath that day. She did not brush her teeth. She killed the bull demon. She sided with the bull demon.
Why did she side? What do you mean side? Acha, what do you mean
She took the
side?
side of the bull demon because she was telling Krishna that, hey, you killed a bull, so you have to purify yourself. So she was not on Krishna's side, she was on the bull side, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, Tyraji has 5 correct answers. Okay, appearance of ShyamKund and RadhaKund. What is the day? Gopashtami, Bahulashtami, Radhashtami, Janmashtami. So
why'd you keep a very small picture?
yeah, it's a Bahulashtami, okay? I don't know if I mentioned this
Oh,
in
why
class.
was
you
it
did
so
not.
small?
The
It was like
appearance
this
day of
size.
ShyamKund and RadhaKund after Arishtasura's death is called Bahulashtami, okay? Okay. How did Krishna create ShyamKund? With his hand, with his mace, with his heel, with his flute.
Dude, you're breaking up.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
Man, I was gonna put. I thought.
With his heels. So Krishna just stomped on the ground and it became the ShyamKund. Okay. Gopis were excited to enter ShyamKund in the beginning. True or false? So when Krishna said, you were siding with the bull, why didn't you get into ShyamKund and bathe? Did they go in or not? No, they didn't. They wanted to make their own pond. Okay. What was used to make RadhaKund? Spoons, rings, shovels, bangles. So what did the gopis use to start making the
I actually
Radha?
pressed this.
So they took their bracelets or bangles and started excavating
What's
the
a
ground.
bangle?
Bangle is what the little bracelet you wear on your wrist. Okay. Okay, RadhaKund is the most sacred place in the universe. True or false? Okay, most of you got that right. Okay, Ayana is on fire. Krishna is in first place, Santoshi second place, Ayana third, Tarunji and Radha Chaitra ji. Very close. Okay. Okay, 13th question. Which Kund was formed in Vrindavan by the Abhishekam of Lord Krishna? RadhaKund, Govind Kund, ShyamKund, Indra Kund.
I don't know. I think I got it wrong.
Yeah, it's Govind Kund. After Govardhan Puja, everybody did an Abhishekam on Krishna, and that's what create the pond. Govind Kund. Okay, the water of ShyamKund and RadhaKund is Krishna Prema in liquid form, good source of irrigation, good for cleaning our feet, good for seeing only.
Krishna Prema, if you don't know what that is.
Yeah, Krishna Prema is love for God, okay? In liquid form. It's such a holy
Why do
place.
you think everybody would know what Prema means?
Krishna Prema is the highest form of bhakti. Okay, Santosh, Krishna, Ayana, Tarun, and Thairaji all are on the board. Okay. What is always happening in RadhaKund, ShyamKund? Pastimes of Radha and Krishna, pastimes of Kamsa, pastimes of Arjuna killing Duryodhana, none of the above.
I clicked it wrong. What?
Yeah, pastimes of Radha and Krishna are always happening in ShyamKund, RadhaKund, because it's the most holiest place. Okay. How did the gopis try to fill the water in RadhaKund? From Mansiganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Narmada. So we looked at the map and yes, it is from Mansiganga. They were using a vessel to hand over the water, but it was taking a long time. Okay, which demon was killed just before appearance of RadhaKunda? Arishtasura, Bakasura, Kesi, Putana.
Wait, who's Putna?
Putana is the woman who tried to feed Krishna milk with poison in her breast.
I meant what kind of demon is she?
Oh, she represents the pseudo guru. She is the first demon we covered. And today, Vyomasura is the last demon in Vrindavan. Okay. Who told Kamsa that Krishna in Vrindavan is the eighth son of Devaki? Vashishta Muni, Garga Muni, NaradaMuni, Sandipani Muni.
Either way, like even in the sky and like it's the same person in the sky and who came to tell.
So I don't know that.
No, like the NaradaMuni was in the sky and he came down to like tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same person.
Okay.
Nah.
Santoshji, Krishnaji, Ayana.
Me and
Arun.
Krishna are very close.
No, almost 900 points apart. Which demon appeared as a horse? Aghasura, Vyomasura, Bakasura, Kesi.
Did I tell the answer? No, I didn't.
Okay. Karunji is on fire. 7 correct answers in a row. Very good.
Good job.
Okay. Next question.
Yeah.
What does Kesi represent? Pride of being a great teacher and devotee. Pride of knowledge. Pride of great beauty. Pride of having a lot of wealth.
I just don't know.
So this person I compared to me trying to teach.
Oh, I did it. What?
Yeah. So Kesi represents thinking that I'm a great teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. Tarunji is in number 3 now. Santosh, Krishna ji, Tarunji, Ayana, Radha Chaitra ji. Tarunji has 8 answers correct. Okay, what was Vyomasura's special power? Dancing, singing, flying, fire from the mouth. Yes, flying. Nothing's changing. Last 4 questions. Where did Vyomasura keep the cowherd boys? In a prison house, in a cave, in a valley, under the water?
Valley under water. No, probably not that.
Yes, in a cave.
I'm kind of right. Don't worry.
Yashoda has hit answer streak of 3. Very good, Yashoda ji. Krishna killed Kesi and Vyomasura on different days. True or false? Actually, it's false because Krishna killed Kesi and Vyomasura on the same day. Santosh ji has an answering streak of 10. Wow. No wonder he's in first place. Okay, second last question. Vyomasura disguised as a cowherd boy and took a role of a dash to play among Krishna and his friends. Thief, sheep, police, judge. Thief is spelled wrong. I'm sorry about that. So the Gopa boys were playing what? Police and robber, right? Police and thief. And he was like a thief who took away all the cowherd boys and put them in a cave. Okay, last question. What does Vyomasura represent? Bad habits from previous life, pride due to learning scriptures, following people claiming themselves as God, pride due to following wrong religion. Yes, anybody following, claiming themselves as God. So many people on the street might say, I am God. And then if you go and say, oh, you're God, take my money and all that, then you're being like Vyomasura. Okay, very good, everyone. Let's see who's on the podium. Third place goes to Tarunji. Yay! Second place goes to Krishna. And first place
22
goes
out of
to,
25.
I'm going to guess Santoshji. Yay! Santosh. Congratulations. Fourth place, Ayana. Fifth is Radha Chaitra Ji. Everybody are winners, whoever played and learned about Krishna today. So, good job, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the class today. It took 6 minutes longer than usual. Okay. Vanchakalpatarupascha kripa sindhupyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you everyone for joining. And, hope you all had fun, because Krishna consciousness is fun. There's no need to make it boring. So we can all come together and have fun every week. But next week we won't have any class. Take a break. And
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
How do you stop annotate?
That's okay. Let anybody annotate. That's fine.
I just want to see mine. Oh, yeah. The fourth place I got 74. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.